This guy was there for one season, 1739. There we go. How's that for a colonial spoon? Remarkable, nevertheless. Inside the chimney stack. Ready? You ready? Beautiful. Sick. Well, hey everybody, before the digging video starts, I want you all to soak up this bit of information I'm about to give you, so as you're watching it, you can get the perspective of why it's so important to do things this way. To use metal detecting as a tool to collect data and actually preserve the relics. Many times when I find a site, work it, and log it, I have to reverse engineer it because I have to go back to old charter maps and figure out exactly where it is that I end up, like the cellar hole you're about to watch today. Well, this site was settled by one man out of 11 of the first party sent to colonize this area. Think of that, 1 of 11. And now in hindsight, after digging that day, you will see my assumptions were pretty spot on. This guy was there for one season, 1739. At that point, they got chased out by the Indians, and it was 5 years before the second party returned to colonize the town. So soak that up and enjoy the history. Well, hey everybody, here we are. Look at this. Another colonial, early settlers cellar hole here in New Hampshire. I hiked 8 miles yesterday, gridding back and forth in this piece of property. And there it is. So let's get right down to it, start swinging, and see what's in the ground. All right, here we go. First target. So I'm right inside the footprint of the cellar hole. It's right behind me. And this is where I'm going to start my concentration, spiraling around. Lead. That's all right, because now we know it's not going to be one of these silent jobs. Same signal, actually. Numbers and everything. Oh, beautiful. There's a sign of the past and life. Pewter spoon handle. All right, we're only a couple minutes in. Squeaky 75. Get a iron on it, so it could be bean pot. Could be an oxen shoe. Could be something I don't expect. Oh no! Sick! God, it almost looks like a tomahawk. Wow! I have not yet dug one this style. That is very close to a tomahawk. So why does it look very similar to a tomahawk? This is a trade axe. In the book, identical, 1600s British design. The tomahawks followed after this. And essentially what it comes down to is the tail end here is this, what's called the pole. Very, very thin. There's nothing on the back used for hammering. And the tomahawks eventually had rounded backs. That is an exceptional find because you think of this individual colonist, this would have been his main sidearm, and it would have been used for absolutely everything when it came to building his structure, surviving, firewood. Love this find. No idea. Looks like lead, but no idea. Wow. Little square iron buckle. Right in the top of this stuff too, not deep at all. About 60. Oh boy, that popped right out of the topsoil. Tomback button. Good. Everything here, just like this tomback, is going to be from the 1700s. Well, I've been at it for quite some time. Oh, we got 3 relics. Not bad, keep in consideration that if this is an early settler site, it's probably a temporary site. They didn't live here long. So anything we find is great. I'm going to take a walk out back a bit because right where we are is completely eroded. All these rocks that are at the surface were probably not on the surface when these people built this home, but it's just naturally eroding down to the river I crossed coming in here. So I'm going to go up back a little bit, take a look around, swing. I'm back at the hole. It's just as bad out beyond the living space. So I'm just gonna dig every signal. That sounds bad. Actually, there's not that many of them. This gonna be buried in the rocks, isn't it? Oh, yes it is. I see something. Spoonage. Oh, yes. There we go. How's that for a colonial spoon? Beautiful. So, obviously the nails, the few nails I pulled out, is what made that signal sound so bad. Let's see if that's the other half of what we dug earlier. Well, it looks like a good possibility to me. That is fantastic. Alright, here we are, inside the chimney stack. Same thing, very chirpy. Some iron, but you never know. It's definitely iron. Served purpose. Folded. I don't know, but we'll take it because it's old and it's cool. I just stood up and swung behind me. Oh boy. Oh, I think we got shoe buckle. You ready? You ready? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I don't know what it is about shoe buckles in chimney stacks, but it seems to happen quite a bit. Alright, let's check it. See if the innards are in the innards. Alright, so for my last round around the cellar hole, I'm going to all metal mode to increase my depth. Now, that shows decent numbers. And that signal could not be heard with the usual mode I run, which is disc 1. Lots of signals are coming up. 12s, 15s, anything under 32 is almost certainly going to be a nail. So this is the first and only signal so far in all metal that has been above iron. So the numbers were right on. Musket ball. Well, that's it, everybody. Today was a total victory. Site found, mapped, relics recovered. Same observations with the sites I've been finding recently. You know, nowhere near roads, just out in the wilderness. Very small, very quiet of iron. No glass, no bricks, no well, no barn, and a few finds, you know. These people were not here long. They could have been their starter homes, temporary homes. This is a huge lot of land. We're aware of a couple other sites, but they're so far away that I don't think that's where these people went to. But remarkable, nevertheless, when you think of early New England settlement. This is it, right here. And I'm very glad to be out saving this stuff from the ground and putting it on a map for people who care later on to observe. Alright, I'll see you all very soon. Until next time, enjoy your Not Thursday.